Hi, I'm Matt, callsign K2ATV from 3 Mosquitos Gear. Today we're taking a look at our hitch mount system. We've redesigned it, we've made it better than it was before. It's set up for a standard 2-inch hitch, and then you would attach our backstop to it. The backstop is actually modular. You can go from the hitch mount to our roll-on to our spike mount, so it's very quick deployment. Right now we have the military mast. We have this set up about 30 feet. A lot of guys like using this. We use it as well, but that's what we're showing right at the moment. The Harbor Freight mast, took the other one off. This goes right on. It's actually a little bit wider in diameter. Our hitch mount will actually hold anywhere from 1.5 inches all the way up to a crazy 4-inch diameter post. This here is 20 feet tall, works great. They have different spots that you can either tie on different things to it or guy it down. We really don't use guy wires on ours because this is built rock solid. Definitely, if you're looking for quick deployment, drop it in, cinch it up, make sure your antenna's up, telescope it up, and you are ready to go. We also use the Spider Beam 10 meter, 32 foot telescoping antenna. Let's take a look how this works. So we make sure this is uncinched. We're going to drop our Spider Beam right up snug against this. We're going to cinch it down. Doesn't have to be crazy tight, but just a little tight. Same thing on the bottom. Now we're snug in place. Next thing we're going to do is just pull this up. I know a lot of guys use these. We see them when we go out portable. You would normally attach your antenna to the top of this before you're pulling it up. But you'll see how high this is going, and you'll see it's rock solid. We've sold a lot of these, and a lot of people say that 2 seconds to deploy once you're out in the field, especially with the hitch mount. So for the guys that are lucky enough to have trucks, what did that take me? 40 seconds? Look at that. Rock solid, you're ready to start transmitting once you connect it to your radio. Roll-on mast. This is where it all began. Everything came from this. So one of the problems that we had is when we would go out, especially if we went out by ourselves, it was hard to set everything up. We're looking for something that really easy deployment, only one person needs to do it. We came up with this. Let's take a look how it works. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to stick this behind one of your back tires. On here you have 2 sets of railings on here. You want to make sure that the outside of the tire is touching the outside railing. So you're just going to drop it down like this, slide it in. It gives enough space where it's secured by the tire and also enough space away from the car. Here, let's take this off. We had this set up on the hitch. What we're going to do is unscrew this. Because this is modular, this will pop right into the roll-on mast. So we're going to take the screw here. We're going to line it up with the threads over here. We drop this down. We get this screwed in. It's that simple. One of the things you have to double check is that the ground that you're putting it on is level. Otherwise, the antenna will lean in one direction or the other. It won't really affect how this operates because you're going to attach your line to the end. So if we lift this up, I can see already it's a little bit on an angle. Like I said, it's not really going to matter. But look how quickly this goes up. Almost at the end, all done. Now we would just connect our wire that we attached beforehand, our antenna, to our radio and tune it in, and we're ready to transmit. It's that simple. So those of you who may go to a park where you can't attach anything from a tree or bring your vehicle onto the grass, we have our spike mount. So our spike mount also uses the same backstop. Let's take a look on how to do that. So I've actually drilled a hole over here. So when you're ready to go, you're going to take this, make sure you bring a hammer. You're going to pound this straight down to the ground. Do it so it's flush to the ground. Try to get it as straight as possible, but not a big deal. Now let's take a look. We're going to take this, we're going to unscrew it. Or you could deploy it straight out of your trunk and put it together. We're going to go right into the threads on here. Couple turns, make sure it's nice and tight. And again, we are ready to deploy. So for the parks that you can't, like I said, bring your vehicle on, or you don't have a hitch, I'm fortunate enough that I do have one. I know a lot of guys don't. This is a great design. It doesn't take up much space. It fits right in your trunk, and it took almost no time to put up. One of the ways we designed this was to make it very easy to transport. This is the entire system. This is all you need to pack in your car if you're going to go with the spike mount. If you're going to go with the hitch mount, which is actually our most popular hitch mount, it's actually the most popular. This is all the trunk space you need. This is the whole thing that goes in the car. It takes up no space. Find another system that uses less space than this, that offers so most robust. And those of you who have trucks, you'll have the hitch mount mounted on the back of your truck before you take off. When you land where you're going to be transmitting, you're just going to take this, you're going to go to the back. After your mast is in it, screw it in, you'll be all set to go. What could be easier than that?
That's not the case. But like we said, this can be found at Three Mosquitos, gear for the portable ham.
You can also go to our eBay store. We're under Three Mosquitos gear for the portable ham. Like, subscribe, and whatever Lou just said. As a disclaimer, although in all the examples we gave, we didn't use guy wires, we think our product is robust enough to use without it. It's always a great idea to have them, so use them at your own discretion.